Right. Question is to go for which quests? I think I want to go for the companion quest first. So let's go and visit Anders. And let's take, well, Anders along. Isabela. Always gotta have a rogue with you. Clinic. It's interesting that you can have them in your team, but you still have to go to their home.
It's not a pretty home, but at least it's clean.
Is it? Is this clean? Okay.
And that will, stop the itch.
Yes. Though I would stay away from women you meet in the port. Pirates tend to dock in unsavory places.
I heard that.
Just use the salve if it comes back.
Excuse me.
Things just keep getting worse. I had Templars practically on my doorstep the other night.
Yeah, great. I mean, given that he has like an open clinic, I gotta say, it's kind of surprising how long he's remaining there safe from the Templars.
Don't tell me these things. I might have to lock you up to keep them off you.
They're not so much interested in me as destroying my kind and all I represent. The Knight Commander is out of control. Even her own people have been talking about it. The curfews, the midnight raids on mages' families. Everyone I know forced into hiding so they won't be made tranquil.
If they want you, they'll have to come through me.
You're at as much risk as I am. That's what I worry. What if your money and position aren't enough? What if the Knight Commander turns on you? Everything I've done to control this. I don't care. I would drown us in blood to keep you safe.
No.
I won't lose you to this.
Then come with me. This is your fight too. One day, the world must see us as people, not just mages. Help me make that happen.
Like just dangerous people and stuff. Oh well. I think this will be a very long way, Anders. But we're trying. Let's have a look. How much does Anders like us? Oh, actually quite a lot. But I mean, given the way we play, not that surprising. What does that do? Vengeance. Effect immune to conventional healing. Yikes. I think we're going more with the healing support and stuff. Yeah. Nah, let's get some more mana. Yeah, so Fenris, he's way more neutral about us. Slightly friendly, but less friendly than Isabela. More cunning, some dex. Ooh, that one sounds nice. It's the experienced hand. Alright. Let's visit the next companion. Ooh. Fruit.
Was afraid I got the blight.
Really nice how much death fruit we can find here. Okay, who to visit next? Let's go for... Can we visit Fenris? Do we have speak to Fenris. Let's go to Fenris. And let's hope we can get some friend points with him.
So the Seneschal's tax collector won't be coming around again like you asked. Funny story.
I'll pass, but thank you for the help.
Spoil sport. Why you want to squat up here in Hightown is beyond me.
I like the view.
So do I.
Three years.
Well, well.
There's still no sign of Daenerys. I'm beginning to wonder if he's finally given up.
I mean, hopefully he has.
Isn't this what you wanted?
Yes, but... Tell me, what do you do when you stop running?
Certainly an odd question. Like, settle down, enjoy your freedom, I guess.
You take a breath and look around. And start anew.
I don't know how. My first memory is receiving these markings. The Lirium being branded into my flesh. The agony wiped away everything. Whatever life I had before I became a slave, it's lost. I shouldn't trouble you with this. My problems are not yours.
I might be able to help with your problems. Or give you a few more.
Only a few.
Tell me.
It depends if I really work at it.
Tempting. You're a handsome man, Hawke. Is there no one else who has your attention?
I didn't quite catch that first part.
I don't need to repeat the obvious, I'm certain. I'm an escaped slave and an elf living in a borrowed mansion. None of those things bother you.
What about that shit bother me? Except the attitude about mages. But we're working on that.
Why do you think that would bother me?
You are not most people, clearly. You raise an interesting point. I'll have to consider it.
Hey, 5 friendship points. If you want to read a very disturbing story about Dragon Age, read To Winternice, The Horror of Hallmark. Do I? Who do you want to talk next? Let's go for... Can we talk with Aveline? Calling on the captain. Yes.
Good luck getting in. I've been waiting all day.
Well, I can give you a tip, just don't go for the Viscount.
I have 14 different reports to rewrite by the end of the day. Please, I need some quiet.
You know, go to an office or something. Evil tone. What is that? You found one of Tyroni's books. The pages are filled with the secrets of blood magic. You feel a stirring of power as you look upon it. Ooh, kind of tempting to read it. But I mean, we don't want to risk mages to fall prey to demons, so let's be boring and destroy it. Also, don't think our companions would enjoy it. On the other hand, reading doesn't harm, does it? As you read the pages, the words change before your eyes. Fleeting sentences offer tantalizing secrets. The book offers power in exchange for a promise to leave it alone afterwards. Interesting, I can't destroy it anymore. Yeah, we don't want to... really don't want other mages to be tempted. Read the book, take the power. Nah. You take the book. Oh. It's interesting that in the end it's just like accept the deal or take the book, because I would have thought like the options are like destroy it or take the deal. And the people outside don't give a damn. So, what kind of power do you get if you accept the deal and let it spread? My fellow blood magic enjoyer. Okay, anyway, this wasn't the way to Aveline.
I wish the guards weren't so illiterate. I had a report come in this morning that was nothing but a bunch of X's.
That's hard to read, I guess. Oh, the sun.
Seamus, wasn't it? The Viscount's boy.
You're here rather often, Sir Hawke. A good influence, I think. You started something, helping me as you did. I still accept no blame for defending Kunari, and I don't miss the kinship of the people who oppose what I believe.
I wonder what never take the popular stance means. If that's like something I say to him, or if that's something... Let's go with the first one. I think that's the most diplomatic one.
The Arishok asked for me. I think they're a headache, but so are many people.
And you've already treated them with more grace than most. Mere existence should not be an offense, no matter how they challenge the Chantry. Not when some of their ideas are so... compelling. Another time, when things are better.
It would be interesting to hear more about the Kun and the Kunaris, but I think we will.
Fine day, Sarah.
I think he is Aveline. Hello, my favorite guard.
We'll need to give them answers by tomorrow, Captain.
I'll have them. Dismissed.
The Seneschal was particularly vocal.
Dismissed. You'd think the Captain of the Guard could requisition a Templar or two, but no, that would be demeaning. Can't have them working for the people when eternity needs a nanny.
You had to know cleaning up this mess would be difficult.
Sounds really exhausting.
It's not the challenge, it's the unending part. And really, I blame you. You poured money into a pot that was already full. Everything has shifted. Good job validating the fears of every anti-Ferelden and Kirkwall.
You love it. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I think she enjoys it.
I didn't realize I was making it worse by getting ahead.
I'm just harassing you. Although you are a bit like the center of a hurricane. You've changed fortunes for many people, not always for the better.
But isn't like the center of the hurricane like completely still? But I think she means more like the destruction around us.
Sounds like you're spreading yourself pretty thin.
There are a lot of people in my charge. Someone has to look out for them.
You guard the guardsmen?
I don't turn people loose like Jevon. There's additional training, doubled patrols. Costs are up, but I've halved injuries. I'll take it and argue with Seneschal Bran later.
Sounds like good decisions, though.
After the last captain, you couldn't have expected this to be easy.
At least I had the guards on my side. Once they understood, they rallied. And those who didn't weren't fit to hold the crest. Stack friends against the enemies. I don't know if I came out ahead, but it's for the better.
Ah, come on, Aveline.
Grouse all you want, but the Aveline I know doesn't regret a second as captain.
They'd have to drag me out of here. And I'm sure some are lining up to try. You among them, I bet. Haven't had much time to follow you around. Not that I need to. I can trust that you at least try to do right. I'm with you if you need me, Hawke. Just say the word.
think at times she's really like an older sister or something to Hawke. Really like the dynamics. Ooh, you looked up some Coon lore, Alistair. That's nice. As a Talab on the Ashgari looked upon the destruction wrought by locusts, he saw a last order in the world. A plague must cause suffering for as long as it endures. Earthquakes must shatter the land. They are bound by their being. As it Talab, it is to be. For the world and the self are one. Existence is a choice. A self of suffering brings only suffering to the world. It is a choice, and we can refuse it. An excerpt from the Coon, Canto 4. It's still quite mysterious, though. Okay, who to visit next? Let's go to Varric. Kind of showing which companions I want to talk to.
So, this relic you lost, how is it you don't know what it is?
It was in a box.
And you didn't open it? You
As if.
managed to resist the urge?
As if.
It was locked. It was a locked box.
Hasn't stopped you before.
What do you want me to say?
Nothing. I just found it curious, that's all.
I want to know what the relic is, Isabela. Anyway, Varric.
Just tell me if you hear more rumblings from the coterie about protection. Blondie's got enough trouble.
Oh, he's protecting
Let me
Anders.
ask you something, Hawke. You made it into Hightown. I'd expect anyone else to get complacent, but you must have plans.
Our Hawke, what would be his goals, his aims? I think he could enjoy politics, depending on how they go. Not like setting up a business. Also not too much about the title, so I think politics or just taking care of my family.
I think it's time to change how Kirkwall is run.
Really? Politics? That's either idealism or crazy talking, so right up your alley, I'd say.
Right.
To be honest, I thought there might be a chance you'd want to go back to Ferelden now that things have calmed down. It's good to hear you're sticking around.
Oh.
Kirkwall needs me.
If nothing else, you give this town respectability, my friend. So, we've got a whole city-state full of trouble to get into. Shall we get started?
Varric and Hawke have such a nice friendship. I think you really would have to try to get on his rival's side to succeed with that.
I counted.
Because he seems like really approving of most things you do.
He knows. He knows that I know. But what he doesn't know is that I know that he knows that I know. How do you know that he doesn't know that you know that he knows that you know you know? What? Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Isabela, you look well.
Are you talking about the flush on my cheeks? It must be the whiskey. Do you remember the relic I told you about? The one I need to find? I've been following a lead. I'm so close I can taste it.
Isn't that what you said last time?
Oh, you mean when I went digging for that stash?
Yes, that turned out to contain several badly written poems and an old boot.
It could have contained the relic. I just thought
Every
I'd
box
let
is
you know
interesting.
that I may soon be taking you up on that offer of help.
You can count on me.
Thanks.
Let's be nice.
I appreciate it. If I learn anything new, you'll be the first to hear about it.
Oh wow, plus 15. I really do wonder what kind of relic this is going to be. Oh, we're actually a little bit friendly. Nice. Okay, Sebastian and Merrill. Sebastian is now our companion? Okay. Merrill.
have you heard from your brother? Is he happy? With the Templars, I mean.
It's kind of cute that she asks.
Why trouble yourself over him?
I know how hard it is to give up everything and live among strangers. I worry about him. And not just for his sake.
Really not happy that he went and wants to become a Templar, or is a Templar apparently.
Our mother visits him constantly. She says he's doing well.
I'm glad. Maybe it's not what you would have wanted, but it's good he's found his path. I know he was angry when he left, but this wasn't your fault. One day he'll understand you were trying to protect him.
I can see it now. The apostate and the Templar running from opposite ends of the gallows to embrace each other.
Oh, that would be darling. But how would you arrange to be on opposite sides of the gallows? Things will be all right. Somehow.
Oh, Merrill is nice. Oh, but we didn't get approval. Sadness. And last but not least, my favorite.
So I think a spring wedding would be lovely, don't you, Sister Kalinda?
It would be, I'm sure. But do you think it's wise to plan for a wedding when there isn't even a groom yet?
Details, details. I'll have you know my daughter has had a suitor come by the house twice now.
Wow.
There are still many...
So I hear you think mages should be free.
Everyone should be free, not just mages.
Not everyone's dangerous.
It's not about who's dangerous. It's about having choices made for you. Don't you wish you had the choice not to have lyrium stuck under your skin?
I do.
This is silly. I don't want to argue.
Do you want to guess what color my underclothes are again?
Oh yes, that's much more fun.
Forgive me, Your Grace.
Ew.
Not enough to ask forgiveness for a sin you committed in full knowledge.
Nice games.
Blessed us with
I'm
minds
desperately
and a
trying to
conscience.
stay away.
He does not approve when we fail to use them.
I'm sorry.
I'm not the one you wronged.
Ah, come on.
I thought it would end here. Young Master Hawke destroyed Flint Company. None remain. Yet, now that I know who sent them, it's harder to see their deaths as justice.
Death is never justice.
My... Hawke? We were just talking about you.
But I mean, the Chantry uses Templars and also death against mages sometimes, so But probably that's not justice, that's a necessary action.
Carry on. I love to eavesdrop.
I'd rather talk directly, if you don't mind. I've learned who hired Flint Company. The Harrimans, a noble family of Kirkwall. They were my parents' allies. It's hard to believe they betrayed us like this.
See, that's what I said, that they still had some enemies, and some, like, enemies so smart that they don't out themselves as enemies.
Tell me about this family.
Lord Harriman used to be a good man, but he became rather strange in his dotage. He died some years back. His daughter took over the family, Lady Johanne Harriman. They say she's become quite reclusive of late.
Any idea why they turned on you?
Money? Power? It's hard to say. Lady Harriman was always jealous of my family for being royalty when hers were mere nobility. But I can't imagine that pushing her into outright murder.
This is why the cycle of violence never gets broken.
You jest, but that's the truth. Give this up, Sebastian. Dedicate yourself to the Chantry as you swore.
I must speak with Lady Harriman and find out what drove her to this madness. But I am the last of my line. I should not go alone and make myself a target.
Here we go again.
Why is everybody looking at me?
If this allows Sebastian to make peace, it is worth doing. you've taken on lesser causes.
Please, I have no one else to turn to. If you like, I can travel with you until you confront Lady Harriman. Otherwise, you can always find me here in the Chantry.
Yeah, do we take him along? No. Yeah, the Grand Cleric of Thedas seems... I don't know, I don't know her stances on mages and stuff, but she seems kinda nice. Please no, Sebastian. I will do his quest.
We're here to serve them.